Nah, I was about to say, I'm like, motherfucker, don't even fucking start that shit.
I know my camera's bad, but damn.
Fuck. Alright, so we're live up on there.
Yeah, you want to do the intro? Want me to do it?
You can do the intro.
All right. Welcome to Darko Monster World. I am Monster PC Gamer, also known as Easy Reaper, and with me is Darko Demon, and we are going to
Woo!
talk with you about anime, gaming, and crypto, and we might dump into a few other things as we go. So how you doing today, Darko?
Ah, fucking great. I mean, literally just fucking fantastic.
I'm letting my beard
Um,
grow. You like that? I'm not caught
it,
up to you yet, but I'm getting there.
no. No, it's getting there. See, I keep brushing mine because
Is
mine,
that the key? You have to rub it to make it grow?
no,
Oh, like,
brush it.
cause I do the
You
same thing
gotta
with the other
brush.
body parts. When I rub them, they
Well, I
keep
mean, yeah,
enlarging.
yeah. Well, there are some body parts that, grow when you rub them, like,
Uh,
your nose.
oh, okay. Oh, I understand.
That's why people with big noses, normally blow their noses a
I
lot.
didn't know that. Oh, see, I didn't know that. That's how it got so big.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a
But
cool profile. See, you get that big,
oh yeah.
nose ridge in
Now,
there.
now I
It
um
helps if you break it a couple times, by the way. It gets nice.
exactly.
Yeah, a nice little
Oh
bump on
yeah,
the
you get
top.
that little knot right there. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Broke mine
I've
playing
never
ball.
broken a nose. I can say that.
I broke mine playing ball.
Oh, nice, nice. Now, welcome to the second stream of our Vodcast podcast, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Um, Other than that, I guess let's start. What do you? There really wasn't much gaming news, I guess, that happened
All right,
since
well,
last week.
I need to do a few things. First of all, let's mute the game. Secondly, hold on. Alexa, light off.
A few things share
All
that
right.
name.
Shut up,
Which
Alexa.
one did you want?
Oh yeah, talk to me, baby. All right. So yeah, I'm let my beard grow. I'm gonna let it grow. We're gonna let you and Icy maybe, and let the people decide where or not to keep it. And we'll all get a vote. So that's 1 week.
Uh,
That's 1 week right there. Already starting to get a nice little beard. So and of
let's
course here it's
see.
all white. So okay, Billy Goat.
There we go. Let's do this real quick so it fucking helps me out a little bit. We'll do
We want we want
and
we want to knock on today. Oh, you got
test,
your
test,
headset.
test.
Yep, I got you.
Sweet.
So
All
what do
right.
you want? What do you want to start with today? You want to go with anime? You want to talk with some little gaming?
Well,
Or,
gaming news. There's not a whole lot, like I said, that happened since last week. At least in my opinion, nothing really released. Nothing really premiered that really got me excited. I think you said that we've seen some gameplay from Monster Hunter World, though.
yeah, well, okay. So the PC release got pushed, but the
Mm.
consoles did release.
Yeah.
Did release. Now, if I don't know if you guys watch streams or not, but a lot of big streamers are playing it. So
Mm.
now the biggest complaint I've seen is obviously the full game is not there because it's still in beta, and also they
Mm.
said for some reason all the text on the screen is super small. For some reason, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they focused on
Huh.
that, but for some reason they decided to
Maybe
make
they
it small
figured.
text.
Maybe they figured bigger screens or something. I
Maybe,
guess.
maybe that's what they were thinking of. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, that was one of the biggest complaints I've seen. But
Yeah.
as for the game itself, looks pretty good. It
Mm-hmm.
reminds me a lot of what's that game we just go and beat on big monsters? Lost Planet. Lost Planet.
Well, okay, all right, yeah, yeah.
We just
I'm
yeah.
sitting there. I'm like, you realize there's like thousands of games where
Well,
where the description can be
you've been
you
beat
go
on
and
big
beat on
monsters.
big monsters.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not talking like Doom big monsters. I'm talking about
Mm.
multiplayer big monsters, and your whole goal is to kill that big monster.
Yeah.
So, but that seems like it's the same. Again, it doesn't seem like an open world to me. I wish it was. Um, I'm not sure how the game plays. I'm not sure how open it is, but it seems like it's very mission based, kind of like
Hmm.
Destiny. So you
Well,
log
yeah.
in, you go and kill a monster, and then you. I mean, I would much prefer an open world type scenario, but it is what it
Well,
is.
it's the Monster Hunter games. They're always kind of like an open world, but you have missions you have to go out, you have to complete. You have dailies. You have a lot of stuff that you have to go out and do. Um, a lot of them are just pretty much like just stupid shit, like running errands, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
But occasionally there's like the okay, you have to go beat this guy, you have to go beat that guy, or this. or sorry, this monster or that
Right.
monster. I don't want to be gender specific.
That
You know, that can trigger
did you
some
assume the
people.
monster's gender? Is that what you did?
I did assume the
Nice.
monster's
That was
gender.
real
I mean,
nice.
hell, it might be like there might be three genders. You know, you might have to like have like a orgy to like mate.
Is that
I
how?
don't
Oh,
know.
that okay. All right.
I don't know. I mean, you never know. But no. Other than that, like other than that, gaming news, there's not a whole lot other than
I
graphics card
expected more.
prices are
Well,
still
okay.
fucking high.
No, yeah, I know CES is not like the big gaming convention. It's more of electronics, everything else.
Mm,
But I mean, obviously the big game companies come. Well, some of them do, and some
yeah.
of them did. But I
Mm,
expected more news out of CES this year. CES this year
yeah.
was pretty quiet. They did show. I mean, I've been there showing for the last 3 years. They've been
Yeah.
showing. Really? You got a call off your head? That's on you. But they've been showing foldable phones and foldable screens, and screens are getting
Oh
bigger. Now
yeah.
we're gonna have wall screens and stuff like that. So that's cool. Me, I'm more interested into like the home automation right now. So that
Mm,
stuff's really cool, like the home blinds and all the stuff that you can link through your either Alexas or your Google Home or your
yeah.
Apple Home, whatever it's called. So those I've been getting
Well,
into. So CES did actually have a decent amount of those. Not great, but
yes.
again, I don't think everyone's automating their homes yet. I don't think they've all plugged in. Like I said, my next thing is my locks and
Mm.
my cameras and stuff. I'll do all those. But
Be careful with them because they said one of the biggest things about the auto locks
mhm.
is that most of them can actually be bypassed with a big ass fucking magnet.
Oh, nice. And of course,
Uh,
criminals carry big magnets around.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
but no, it's like a
like I
fucking a
have a rare
brick.
earth magnet in my pocket. That's a
Yeah,
big magnet.
but no, I mean, like I'm talking like that. Like it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
big fucking
yeah.
magnet,
Rare earth
and they
magnet.
literally take it to the lock, and it's if they slide it in a direction, it maneuvers the mechanism. Now that was some of the older ones when they
Mm-hmm.
first came out. Everybody's like, they're so secure, and they're like, look, big ass magnet, click, done.
I'll have to go
I mean,
look. I'll have to go look. Usually, I go and look at reviews, and I go on
mm,
YouTube, and you'll see locksmiths like, "Hey, you
yeah,
can break your shit." So that's always
um,
cool.
yeah. The only other thing, I guess I wanted to talk about is the DIY builders and their issues right around now with the crypto.
Building
As
gaming
everybody,
machines, or wait,
yeah,
are we building
well,
machines, or are we building PCs?
DIY PCs.
Oh,
Like
okay, gotcha.
if you're a console gamer and you're like, dude, I want a gaming computer,
I don't want
and
to be
then you're
peasant. I want
like,
to be master race.
exactly, and then they're like, okay, so I'm gonna buy the motherboard. Okay, I'm gonna buy a CPU, the memory, the hard drive. Okay, power supply, case, all good. Okay, now let me look at GPUs. What the fuck? GPUs right now are way higher than they have been ever. I mean, they're
But again,
completely inflated, and
that's not
it's
the
all because of,
manufacturer's problem.
no,
It's not even the miner's problem. This is a straight up. We
yeah,
are buying things, jacking up the prices. These are
mm,
resellers, and again, I hope they all get burned. I hope when you buy 30 GPUs,
ah, dude,
when you buy 30 GPUs, even at market price,
yeah,
and then you expect to resell those for two,
mm,
three, $400 above MSRP. I hope you get burned. I hope you're stuck with that stock. Like I said, as long as it sits in their basement, they ain't making no money. So, but yeah, what we've seen 1070 Ti's for as much as what 1200,
oh, easily,
and 1080s for going for like 16. So yeah, about 800, almost like that's a 100% markup. That's pretty impressive.
yeah,
I
no,
ain't
no,
buying
it
that
really
shit.
is.
I ain't buying that shit.
It's
Not for building a PC.
but and this is the thing is that because I actually have a few people who are looking to get into PC gaming relatively soon,
Okay.
and when they ask me about it, they're like, "So how much is it going to cost?" And before I was like, "Yeah, yeah, probably about like $1,300 to get into PC gaming." Like I'm talking like maxing everything out, all like most games. But now you're running into the issue of it's too goddamn expensive for the GPUs. Now, what
Well,
you
no, they've been
could
saying
do,
RAM prices are going up too for some dumb reason.
yeah,
I don't know why that's going up either.
um,
Because for mining rigs, you
yeah,
need
I
like
don't
almost
know.
no RAM. I don't
Yeah,
understand that.
you need like four gigs is
Yeah,
pretty much, or 8 gigs
but
maybe.
yeah, I saw something complaining
But
about RAM prices going up too. So as
well,
long as
that
the
might just
GPUs,
be might be how much is needed in other sectors. But the pretty much the biggest thing right now is just the fact that it's too expensive for people to get in. Nvidia actually did a release where they said, oh, all the retailers need to only sell one GPU per customer, and they're like, if you sell more, you're just going to sell out. And then the people that are buying GPUs for gaming and all, or editing whatever they need for, are not getting the GPUs. They're the ones looking at the prices
So
and
they just
going,
want places like Amazon and Newegg and Walmart or whoever to say you can only buy
well,
max one or two per customer.
yes, but the
They
problem
expect
is,
the
a
retailers to do that.
you can't tell, like, you can stop shipping them as many as you're shipping them, like kind of do a boycott, but really that only
Yeah.
hurts you. Maybe prefer retailers that are selling that specific way.
Right.
Now,
Like I said, I've seen that on Newegg. I've seen it on
yeah,
Newegg. I've seen it on a few other sites where they're like, limit one per household, two per household.
yeah.
They do it with other
Well,
items.
I'm waiting for like Nvidia or somebody to do bulk shipments of graphics cards, because I think that's where a lot of people are getting killed, is the fact that if you say, okay, so we're going to give you a slight discount for buying 6 GPUs or 12 GPUs, you're going to get a lot of the larger miners that are like, oh, boom, right there. We're going to buy direct from the manufacturer 12 GPUs and get a discount instead of backing up the
Oh,
system.
okay. I got you.
You
So
know,
so you
now
expect
you're
you expect the Nvidia to actually sell it right to us.
maybe. I mean, maybe not Nvidia, maybe like Asus or somebody might start a program or something like that, because it's ridiculous. And the only thing that they could really do is say, okay, we're gonna set up so that a certain percentage of GPUs that we make go to mining. So we're gonna set up mining specific bundles. Like, okay, if you want this, you can buy it in orders of 6 or orders of 8, whatever, and we're gonna give you discounts. So that way, it relieves a lot of the pressure off of Amazon and all that to sell to gamers. Now, you're probably still going to get a lot of entry level guys like us who are only buying like one or two cards at a time,
Sure.
but we're only buying one or two cards at a time, like a month,
Right. Yeah. I mean,
maybe.
we haven't done a big bulk buy for anything for mining related. Most of our stuff is obviously our gaming rigs that we already have on hand. We just rebuilt those.
Yeah,
But yeah, I still consider myself mostly just buying stuff for gaming rigs.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean the prices for GPUs for us, yeah, I mean that's just out of so far out of our reach.
Oh,
Um,
easily.
but I mean again, I'm not I'm I when I bought my 980 Ti's and my 1070 Ti and even my 980 Ti or my 1080 Ti, I was spending 500 per my I think my 980 Ti with a water block, that was what, a little under 900, a little over 900. It was still,
Probably.
it was still under or right around a grand. It was nowhere near, but I mean that comes with a water block on it, which is already going to add something to the price. So I'm not too worried about that one. But the other ones, yeah, I mean my 1080, my 1070 Ti was 530. So
Yeah.
I didn't spend anything over that. Now, and I bought that one what 2 months ago, a month ago. So
Hmm.
when you're buying it like that, and you're buying it from whether it be Newegg or Amazon or whatever, and you're just buying it singly, yeah. Again, I think most of the big vendors, Amazon, Newegg, if you're allowing a third-party vendor to buy up your stock and then resell it on your site and price gouging people, I think they should be blocked as vendors. It's obvious what they're doing.
Yeah.
They obviously are selling like you said. They could have controlled that by selling it. I mean, maybe they have bots doing it. Lord knows how they're actually buying them out so quickly. But as soon as they hit the sites, but
Bots.
if they're buying up your entire inventory like 20, 30, and then you see them the next day reselling that stuff on even on your own site for 120% markup. Hey, I bought it for 500 and I'm selling it now for 1,000. You would know that they're price gouging people. So why not just block the vendor, give them a 6 month, you're off our site. Good luck selling your shit, and then watch them eat that cost. Because
Hmm.
now in 4 to 6 months, hopefully the prices will be back down there. And if you see them come back on and do the same thing, like, hey, too bad, so sad, you're out of here. And
Yep.
like I said, but again, Amazon, I think you nailed this earlier, which, I mean, I get it. Amazon just wants to make money. They're going to sell out their stock no matter what. They don't care who it's to. But
Yeah.
however, if they're losing other customers because of that. Because if you're going to go on that site and you're going to buy the motherboard, the processor, the RAM, the fans, the case, um, the power supplies. If you're going to go and buy everything from Amazon and have it shipped to your home and then you're going to build it, then yes, you just lost a lot more than just that GPU. So,
Yeah.
that GPU was, maybe a third of your build. You're going to
Hmm.
buy a $1,500, $2,000 system that was going to be a $500, $800 part of your build, and I get that.
Yeah.
But again, they don't see it that way. They just see it as, wait, we just sold all of our video cards. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you just lost a shitload of a shitload of customers because
Yeah.
they can no longer buy
Well,
the rest of their stuff on your site.
yes.
So I
Well,
think they should look at it that way. I think they should look
and
at it as
see,
customer service.
I think a lot of it they should look at it, but in reality, we have to face facts. If Amazon sells 100 GPUs and let's just say 80 of them or whatever aren't to resellers, so that means 20 left. Now they made money selling the GPUs. Now the third party retailers are going to go back on Amazon and sell them again. Now Amazon's going to get another cut if people buy it. And that's what they're looking at, like, oh well, screw it. We're getting paid twice for the same thing. We don't give a shit.
Well,
Now
yeah, that's probably true.
if they're going on like you're going to see places like Best Buy that don't do third party retailers, they're going to crack down on them because they're not getting that money from the third party sites. Now, they're gonna lose the people that are coming there to buy shit from them. But Best Buy, let's be honest, I haven't bought like serious hardware for a gaming rig from Best Buy ever since I think like maybe a fan or something. And
Yeah, mine was probably, I don't know, maybe a laptop, maybe a GPU or something.
yeah,
Probably something a couple years ago. I haven't bought a lot of stuff from brick and mortar for a while. But
mm.
again, mostly because there's no brick and mortars out here in the sticks. So,
Yeah,
that's part of it. I'm just not someplace where there's a lot of stuff to go and get.
yeah.
Shit. Walmart shelves, you ain't gonna find anything computer related, minus a keyboard or a mouse.
Oh yeah.
Um, you're not gonna find. What's the other one they used to have? Even Office Depot. Office Depot
Office Depot.
used to
Target
carry.
sells some stuff. Staples. A lot of them are
Who
kind of
was the one that
getting
used to have
into
the
it.
Geek Squad? Is that Best Buy?
That was Best Buy. Best
Okay.
Buy had.
They were always stocked. Yeah, they had some really good nice aisles, computer build stuff. They're like straight up enthusiast stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
Yeah,
pretty good.
Circuit City. Circuit
Oh
City
yeah,
was
Circuit City
good.
was badass. I love those. I did buy
Oh
some
yeah.
stuff at Circuit City. I bought like a couple of my phones a while back from Circuit City. Um,
Oh,
some game related, probably some hard drives and some video cards and stuff like that, some
nice.
RAM or something like that. I love Circuit City. I was out in California, I think though. So that was been a couple
Nice.
years. I think they're
No,
all closed
it's.
now. I guess they
Mm.
all got bought up by Best Buy.
Yeah. No, 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 no. I think Circuit City actually just went bankrupt and sold all their shit.
Oh, okay.
But um,
I blame you.
I mean, but oh god, yeah, no. When Circuit City went down, I was kind of upset, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. I spent a lot of time
Um.
overseas, so I didn't. I miss all that.
Oh yeah. But other than that, I mean, there's really like gaming wise, there's not a whole lot of more news. I mean, I
Well,
guess
yeah, this
I
Tuesday is the release of the DLC for the new. Um, oh man, what's the name of that game? I'll start playing it again after I freaking get DLC
Linux
for it.
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, yeah, Origins. So that's on Tuesday. What
Okay.
else is coming out? Oh, there's some new DLC for Off-World Trading Company. I need to go and check that out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know
No,
if
no,
that's
we'll
supposed to be good.
definitely check that one out.
Civ is next month. Something else is coming out at the end of this month. I don't know what it is.
Uh,
Railway Tycoon.
Subnautica
Oh, Subnautica
is the
release.
twenty
Yeah.
third. Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah,
we have a
that's
lot
right.
of that to look forward to.
So yeah, there's some gaming stuff coming out. I don't know. I don't know if I plan on playing anything over. Again, I'm still enjoying Ark, man. I yesterday got in there, got some more Raptors, and I I got I killed an alpha. That was kind of fun.
Oh, nice.
And I got another Therizerasaurus thing. One of the big birds. Got one of them.
Okay.
That thing's a beast. So yeah, I've been playing more Ark. So as I'm working
Nice.
through that one, I'm still trying to play the plot line through that one. So as I move around the island, this is
There's
pretty
not,
interesting.
but the only problem is there's not a whole lot of plot in there.
Yeah, I
It
was
was
hoping
always,
when they
yeah,
released it, would be added more. So I'm hoping I'm just missing it. It's
yeah.
there,
You're
but
missing
it's
it.
all
There's,
hidden.
it's not there.
It's
Keep looking
underground.
though.
It's underground. You gotta dig. No, I don't know,
Exactly.
man. I don't know how that's gonna. I don't know. We'll find out. Like I said,
Yeah.
there's see what else coming out over the summer. I don't know if there's anything really planned this year for 2018. I haven't looked at the boards yet. I need to go and like scour the boards to find out what's
Yeah.
releasing this year that we need to get and
There's
play.
there's supposed to be some good stuff, but I don't think. Oh, new Metro's coming out. From you
Oh
remember
yeah.
Metro 2033?
Yep.
They're coming out with a new Metro, so
Nice.
that'll be fun for systems to try. Um, because I remember when Metro 2033 came out, they said recommended was like a Titan.
Oh yeah. I have
Yeah,
Metro
if I
series.
well, yeah, I mean you can play now, but I'm talking like original Titan back in the what was it? I think the 980 it came out.
Yeah. Yep.
But I mean, yeah. Other than that, I mean,
Nice.
it's been a pretty silent week that I've seen in gaming.
Well, if anybody else,
Um,
if you guys watching this, either live or on the download, or I mean over on YouTube, let us know what you guys think of coming out. If you have anything worth playing, well, maybe we'll stream that. Um, I don't know, man. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of news coming out lately about the new games. Maybe we're just not paying attention. Maybe that's it.
yeah, no, I mean we've been pretty focused on crypto. I've been focused on anime. There's a lot of anime starting up that I've been meaning to watch. One of the ones I've been going through is another one that after you're done Gate, we got to get you to watch. It's called Overlord. We talked about it a little bit last week. Um, this it's actually been pretty good. They kind of they've taken away from
Is it like a
the
second
main
season,
character.
or is this like like
It's a second series.
the second?
It's
Okay,
second season. Second
got it.
season, yeah.
Okay,
So it's a continuation. So a little bit of info. Anime doesn't work like TV. TV, it's like okay, so next month there's gonna be, or like we're gonna sign this up for like 3 seasons.
right.
Anime literally it airs. Sometimes they'll get a season, like they'll be like, okay, so we're gonna run this, but they can run an anime and like, oh, we're gonna design this for like a bunch like 3-4 seasons or 2 seasons of stuff, and then they're like, oh no, only 1 season. It's like, and it could do well. They only want to invest in 1 season.
Okay.
That's where like manga and light novels tend to take over, but no, it's not exactly. I always try and warn people like if you get into a really good anime, it's not gonna be like a TV show where you have like 8-9 seasons, unless you're talking Show and Jump stuff. Show and Jump is one where, like I said, One Piece is Show and Jump. That's like 800 and something episodes.
Right.
But
What was the big one that you watched this summer that you said everyone was like basing an animes off of? Um,
it's the Second Life or Second Chance at Life one, which was Real Life, I want to say. No.
I remember you talking about it.
There's a few different ones. It's pretty much it's like a second life.
Okay.
It's where you either die or something, and you come back in another world. It's normally like a fantasy world or something. And you get to so a lot of times they'll have prior knowledge, and they're able to use that. So it helps out a lot. But other than
over here.
But Overlord is actually pretty much on that basis right there. And you are just fucking me up. Like I'm not even on the screen now.
You are now.
Oh my god. But no, it's there's a lot of good stuff. We have another one in that same genre is called Death March to a Parallel World Rhapsody. That's actually I'm kind of liking it. I'm on the fence because it looks like it could be kind of like just a cheesy ripoff, kind of like, oh look, it's another like character's overpowered and from another world and has all this prior knowledge and has access to stuff that other characters don't, kind of stuff. It's just like he's so overpowered that it's just comical when he comes up against stuff.
Isn't that
I'm
like
hoping.
One Punch Man?
No, One Punch Man's like all the way up there, like all the
Oh, okay.
way up there.
But he's One
Um,
Punch Man. He's overpowered.
well, that was the whole basis of that was
Oh,
that
okay.
it's literally one punch. Um, no, but there's a lot of shit that's coming out like that. Um, there's what else was I watching? Oh, for the moe crowd or the cutesy kind of adorable crowd, slice of life anime, which is pretty much like your sitcoms, like where it's like it's a pretty much they take what life would be like, and it's like okay, so this is it. Normally, it's like kind of kooky and kind of zany humor. This one is called "How to Keep a Mummy." This kid gets a little mummy from his father. Mummy's
Alive or dead?
about that big. It's alive.
Oh,
It's
okay.
about this big.
So he's
It doesn't
like a
talk.
gremlin.
Yeah, like a gremlin,
Can
but
you feed him
except when
after
you
midnight? Can you feed your mummy after midnight? Like get him wet and stuff?
well, you can get him wet, and he just expands a little bit. He
Oh,
doesn't like grow really big. He just like
oh,
he puffs out.
oh. Okay.
But
That's how the gremlins multiplied. To get them wet, they had sex with themselves.
that's normally how women work too. Um, but we do have that. There's a few other things. We have a
Oh,
continuation of.
I'm not even
That was a
touching
good
that
one.
one. I'm not even.
That was a really good
Wow.
one. Um,
And we're sorry for this episode. So
I'm
anyway,
not. Um, so we have
very
a
sorry.
few ones I actually would like to try. Well, actually, last continuation I should say is the Ancient Magnus Bride. Um, that's an amazing anime. If you're into like art style and animation and fluid movements, Ancient Magnus Bride is amazing. It's got a great story too on top of it. It's really solidly built. I'm really excited for the continuation of the first season into this new season. I think this is supposed to be it. I think it's going to end at 24 or 26 episodes. But we'll see how all that goes.
And how many seasons is that so far?
It's just the first one, but
Oh, okay.
before it actually has what's called an OVA, original video animation, where it's actually three parts. It released last year over the course of the entire year. It's three parts, and it pretty much makes like the base, like an intro. It's not like the a prequel or it's like kind of okay. So we're jumping like in the middle of the story. It's a separate story to kind of give you intro aspect of the world that they live in. It was amazing. I mean, like I said, the art is to fucking die for. It's just it's so much care taken into the art style there. It's always great to see that in a show.
That's good.
We have stuff I'm looking forward to watching. We have a record of Gangcrest. Um, that pretty much is a demon lord style movie where you have heroes that go to defeat the demon lord and save the towns from the emperors. The emperors that rule the lands are supposed to have these crests, and they're supposed to use them to protect the lands. Well, what normally happens when you get great power is greed. So they don't protect the lands anymore. So now they're going around. Demon Lord is
That's
coming
why we have
out, and
Godzilla.
yeah,
Godzilla
exactly,
protects the world.
yeah. But there's no Godzilla here.
Is there Mothra? Or
No,
what's the big robot guy Godzilla
Mecha
used to?
Godzilla,
No, 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 big robot guy.
Mecha Godzilla. I mean, it's unless you're no, it's not Common Rider or what was the Gamen Rider? That was
Yeah,
a
yeah, Gaman. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, let's see here. We have a few other ones. but there's not a whole lot this season that I'm really
Godzilla's
excited
not
for.
anime, in case anyone was confused.
Actually, they have a Godzilla anime.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
Does he
It's
win?
on Netflix.
He always wins.
Yeah. Well, not always, but he kicks a lot of ass.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't win the first time, it's like Goku. He's gonna win the second time.
Nice.
Um,
Oh, can Godzilla go Super Saiyan? Cause that'd be awesome.
I think he does when he does the burst. That's kind of his
Oh, out
glowing,
of
but
his
he
mouth.
doesn't have hair.
The
Yeah,
Godzilla laser mouth show.
it's his Kamehameha wave.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah,
See,
but
I see. I always been confused. I didn't know he was.
oh yeah,
He was
but
Goku and.
there's an anime. There's really good one from last no, actually, what I think probably about the beginning of the year, maybe last year. Kill la Kill. There's a Studio Trigger is the people that made it. They are currently actually airing another anime, and the name of it is escaping me right now, but it's some Franks, Franxx. Um, it's supposed to be like pretty much that same mentality of that chaotic art style, over the top, like kind of almost nudity, but it's not nudity. It's like borderline. It's kind of like, oh look, there's an ass there. She's putting panties on. Blah blah blah. Lot of like over the top dramatic fight scenes. Like you remember, like I don't know if you've ever watched any of the old anime where it's like, okay, so we're gonna have this fight scene. There's gonna be all these colors flowing around, and it's gonna be like boom, and like she's gonna take her fucking hammer and slam the ground, and it's gonna explode all this over here.
That's like the Dragon Ball fight scenes. The Dragon Ball fight scenes are really big like that.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I know
that's what
stuff.
Trigger. Yeah, no, but Trigger is pretty big on that. Um, Other than that, it's supposed to be a pretty good anime. I haven't been able to watch it yet because it doesn't air on Crunchyroll. I'll have to legally obtain it somehow else. Um, I mean through legal channels, of course.
Of course.
But I don't even think it's on Funimation at all. It kind of sucks when you're into anime because most of the stuff gets streamed, but then there's like the really good stuff that doesn't, and it just hurts. It really does. But other than that, I mean, anime it's pretty much progressing. How far you've gotten a little bit farther in Gate?
Yeah,
Um,
again, I'm not about halfway through the season right now. I thought the season was like 16 or 20 or what. I mean, like a normal. And then you're like, oh no, man, there's like freaking 28 or 30 something.
no, it's like no. It's only 24 episodes.
Oh, that's not too bad. I figured it'd be
Yeah.
like a normal a normal season on most shows, which is between 8 and 13. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm at number 8. I'm halfway through, and you're like, no, you ain't.
Some
So
some anime are gonna be like that. Some anime it gets weird. Some
well,
only
the
have
the
10
gates are really short.
episodes.
I like the gates. The
Yeah.
gates are short. They're like 20 minutes an episode or something like that. On Crunchyroll, of course, I'm getting the
Mhm.
ads, but that's okay. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad.
So
It goes pretty quick.
technically, they did it as a second season, even though it's not. It's just a continuation. But the first one has 12, second one has 12, so it's about 24 episodes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can keep.
But no, I mean, other than that, like, what are your general?
Like I said, there was the one that I can't remember the name of it. Now and everyone's like, let me find a new one, another one that's just like this. I saw it. I was reading an article about more anime like this anime that came out last summer or last winter.
Like
And,
I said, it's mainly the
and
genre that's been popping right now is the reincarnated in another world. There was Real Life. There's I'm trying to.
let me check.
Oh God, it was Rin. It was the big one with all all the fucking weebs were fucking blowing their fucking minds. Um, I'm trying to remember what the heck was it. For the life of me, I cannot fucking remember. But no, it was no, it wasn't Recreators. But I know what you're generally. It should be if we're on the same track. It should be like a reincarnated in another world. style scenario, which is always fun. There's a lot of really good stuff that you can do. There's Born Again in Another World with my smartphone. That was a good one, but that was another one where the the character was overpowered. As much as I like overpowered characters, you gotta give it a struggle.
Right.
If there's no struggle, it's just like a slice of life, and I'm kind of bored with slice of lives. With just like a normal slice of life, it's got to have some oomph to it, you know. That's why I like. I'm actually reading a manga right now called Remonster and a few other ones, but Remonster is my favorite one right now, and that entails what was it? Guy comes, he gets killed and he comes back to life as a goblin, and he then proceeds to, well, he has an ability called absorption. Whenever he eats an enemy, he has a chance to gain powers from it.
Oh, okay.
So, like if he eats like a person, he can get the ability to talk to people, stuff like that. He
Ooh,
also
there's an
gets
anime
like their
named Monster. There's an anime named
monster.
Monster.
But now there's definitely a lot of really good ones in that genre. But I think probably this season should be you'll like I said. I think there's only like two or three this season. I hope that you're going to see a decrease with newer ideas coming out and everything, which I really hope so because it's kind of starting to piss me off. It's like when
Oh, Black
everybody used to
Clover.
do.
Black Clover. That's what everyone was saying.
Oh
More anime like Black Clover. That's what I was reading.
no, no,
Haha.
Black Clover is like all other anime.
Oh, see, that's not what it says here. It says six anime like Black Clover. That's what I was reading. I was
Yeah,
reading this week.
there's a lot of stuff like
Evidently,
Black
well,
Clover.
evidently Black Clover came out some like got really big, November December time frame.
Yes, about so it came out. The problem with that,
See, I read stuff, bitch.
you fucking wish. Yeah, it has to be spoken to you.
Well, I like
Uh,
pictures.
yeah, you get Linda to read it back to you. But no, it's not bad. It's they just rip everything off. They make it so generalized that it appeals to everybody, and you can't do that. It's fucking boring. It
Evidently,
really
well,
is.
again, everyone liked it because now everyone's looking for more anime like Black Clover. So
Well, I mean,
I don't know if Black Clover's
it's
any good because I wouldn't watch anime.
it's pretty much like
Oh, that's
every
awesome.
other show and Jump anime.
Oh, okay. There you go.
There are fight scenes, there's stuff like that. So if you like Black Clover and you haven't watched any other Show and Jump stuff, you can
Well, so,
always
okay. So
watch Show
so
and
the
Jump.
big thing has been now is making anime into movies, right?
Yes,
So like Ghost in the
Aelita.
Shell,
Yeah, Aelita's
The
coming out.
Vampire
Aelita's
Girl.
based on an anime.
Isn't Bleach the
Now,
Vampire Girl? Is that the one I'm thinking of? The one that was
which one?
the one it was in Japan. She was
Blood Last Vampire.
Blood. That's what it was. Blood
Yep.
Last Vampire. That
Blood
was pretty
Last
badass. I
Vampire.
remember that one. That was really good. So that's the
Blood.
big thing.
Well, it depends on which season, but yeah, they did a lot of parallel universe kind of stuff, like where it's like, okay, so this is Blood, but as this, and this is Blood reimagined. Blood the Last Vampires were always generally pretty good, except for like Blood Sea and all that kind of stuff.
You got to give me some
But
recommendations like along the line of Blood because Blood was badass.
yeah, no, Blood. I definitely will. Blood was good. A lot of people do not know this, but remember the Tom Cruise movie where he really relived the day after day after day,
Yes, fucking
the
Edge
day
of
after
Darkness.
tomorrow.
Nope,
Yeah,
Edge of Darkness.
Yeah, Edge of
Badass with
Darkness.
the mimics.
That was based on a manga.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was.
Did that one have Tom Cruise in it?
No, it did not.
Oh, well, see, there you
Um,
go.
but they changed a few things, and that it pisses a lot of people off because you're getting Full Metal Alchemist is getting a live action, but I think that's stuck to Japan.
Right.
It's going to be Japanese cast and all. I don't think it's going to be made in America,
Okay, that's a
but
problem
I
right
could
now.
be mistaken.
Everyone was bitching about Ghost in the Machine, and there was another
Ghost
one.
in the Shell.
Him too. And there was another one. Well, that was the one where the main character was Asian. So then you
Mm-hmm.
have what's her face playing it, and they're like, you know what? You could have found a rockin' Asian actress to freaking pull this off. Instead, you sold out and made it a white chick.
Yeah.
Again,
Well, because
No, no, hold on. There's another one just came out. It's more of a graphic novel, and it was the one with Idris Elba, and you watched it. Which one was it?
Dark Tower.
Dark Tower, same one,
That
same one,
was
same basic
actually,
scenario.
but
They changed
kind
the
of,
race.
except for one thing.
Right.
That was a Stephen King book.
Oh, okay. But still, they changed the race or they changed the appearance
Yes.
of the characters for no
Hmm.
apparent reason, except for saying we need more PC characters, or maybe we
Yes.
didn't have a good actor,
Well,
not apply,
that's a
but
big thing too.
yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe they
I
just don't
mean,
have the actors interested in
well,
playing, uh, these roles.
those characters.
Right.
The problem is that like if you're going to be doing a lot of anime to Hollywood, you're going to need a lot of to make some people happy. You're going to need a lot more Japanese looking, or at least Asian specific
Right.
characters. The problem is when like Ghost in the Shell came out, when it was shown that Scarlett Johansson was playing Makoto or
Right.
Major Makoto, but they changed her name to Major
Right.
because obviously Scarlett Johansson,
Okay,
as hot as she
Makoto.
can,
Right.
as hot as she is, her name ain't no
Makoto.
Makoto.
Haters gonna hate.
It gets really really difficult
Right.
because you, as much as you can look like
Gonna
in
hate
the
on
anime,
this.
you can dub it into English and still have Makoto look Japanese. It's just like, oh look, it's all in English now.
Right.
It's she still has the look. You can't do that in live action. Live action, you have to play the character. That's why I think they're really testing the waters with Aelita, the Battle Angel, with the CGI. I think they're really pushing it to see. Now they gave her some big ass anime eyes. Have you seen the trailer for that?
No.
Oh my god.
Pretty good.
She has her eyes are like that.
Nice.
It is terrifying when you first see it.
That's
But
crazy.
if when you watch anime, they all have big ass eyes.
Sure.
It's like
Of course, that's the writing
it's
style.
like
I mean,
the eyes are
that's
like
draw
this.
style.
You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. We
But
got the round eye.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We
Well,
tend to.
I'll put you on. I'll put you on the spot. Give us a weekly. I'm gonna start doing this to you once a week. Give us a weekly recommendation in case somebody wants to either get into anime or they like a certain style. What is your one weekly? Hey, go check out an episode or two of this.
Okay. If we're gonna do that, I would definitely actually have to go with. This is a little bit more towards the adult crowd, but I would have to recommend what Icy recommended to me last week was Devilman Crybaby.
Okay.
Fucking amazing. And here was the one of the reviews of it. They said it has stuff that's too extreme for Netflix. I was like,
Well, there you go.
yes, it does. I mean, it really does. It is really good. I tend to like it a lot better than a lot of the other stuff. But Devilman's actually coming out. They're redoing the manga too, so I was really interested in that. But that was a really good that's really good recommendation if you're into mature gore and stuff like bloody fights, like where people are getting decapitated and really tragic. It's not a comedy; it's a tragedy. It's people are going to die. Do not get attached to anybody.
Nice.
But yeah, I would have to recommend that.
All right, cool.
If
I just want to give you a good recommendation. Like I said,
Yeah.
for somebody who doesn't watch it, if you're looking to get into it, or if you're just looking for a new one, hopefully we'll be able to get some people some good, at least some recommendations or an idea of what's good.
That's more the far end of spectrum. If you're into anime, I would recommend that. If you're just getting into it, I would definitely recommend something that's got a lot of tropes, like that'll kind of ease you into it a little bit better. I would recommend the Ancient Magnus Bride.
Oh, okay.
To people that are just getting into anime, looking for
Black
something to
Clove
watch.
because he said it looks like everything, and everything is everything. So everything tastes like chicken because
It does. Everything tastes like black clover.
there you go. So I'm recommending Black Clover. So too bad.
Nobody listen to Easy.
All right. So here's the deal. So since most of the stuff comes out of Asia anyway, let's switch over to the Asian end to do the Bitcoin stuff.
Okay.
We had
There's a lot of stuff in Asia.
well, there's also a lot of Bitcoin in Asia. Did you know 40% of all adults in South Korea have money invested in Bitcoin? So everybody
Yes.
freaked out when all of a sudden South Korea said, we're going to ban Bitcoin, which they never said. Here's a hint, never
Mm.
said it. What they did is they found two of the top cryptocurrency traders exchanges, and they raided them. And they raided them
Mm.
because they eat paying their taxes. And
Yep.
this is going around the world. Um, if they cannot get taxes from cryptocurrency or cryptocurrency miner or cryptocurrency exchanges, they are going to shut you down and ban you. I don't care
Yeah.
if it's Monaco. Monaco already just banned cryptocurrency outright. They're not
Mm.
going to play with that. Few others, like I said, China. China was trying to save their currency, and their
Mm.
currency was being exported to such an extent that they shut down the exchanges, and even the money lenders were shut down in mainland China. So when they shut down the exchanges, obviously people are not going to walk away all of a sudden. Oh, let me walk away from billions of dollars in cryptocurrency. It's not going to happen. So what they do? The exchanges move. They move to South Korea, not North Korea. They move to
Yeah.
South Korea. They move to Japan, and they move to Hong Kong. So
Mm.
that is what's going to happen if people start pounding on crypto. Now, of course, the more people that ban it, the more likely it's going to go up because it's going to be more rare, etc., etc. Or again,
Yeah.
people are just going to move to another country because no one that's farming and making $1 million a year in cryptocurrency off these crypto
Mm.
farms is going to just pick up and go, oh, you're right, and burn their factory down. They're not.
Yeah.
They're going to move it to another country. Here's a hint.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah.
for those that are in South Korea, you're not losing your cryptocurrency. At least I don't think so, not yet. But pay your taxes. Taxes are coming. So
Please.
make sure you pay your
Yes.
taxes.
This is a memo from the government. We actually just got it in our email saying,
Yeah,
please pay your
pay
crypto taxes.
pay your crypto taxes.
Which I
Um,
think you were saying that U.S. is trying to do some really.
IRS just changed crypto law or tax law versus crypto, and basically it comes down to this: they want to tax every single exchange. So if you move your cryptocurrency from one cryptocurrency to another, you have to say this cryptocurrency was worth this much money in USD, and then
Mm.
pay whatever it is, 15 or 20% or whatever that tax is on that money. Like you were changing, like if, for example, say you were pulling money out of your IRA, you would have to pay the percentage of taxes on that, like it was a capital gain, for example. So I think capital gain is somewhere around 20 to 50%. I'm not really sure, but you would have to pay taxes on that exchange. So say I wanted to send Demon money or Bitcoin, and
Sure, I'll
yeah,
take it.
so say I want to send him $400. So now
Ooh.
this is a big issue that we are having obviously with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the transaction fees are through the roof, and I don't want to pay $50 on transaction fees when I want to send 400. So I'm going to swap it over to Litecoin in exchange for basically free. Most
Mm.
exchanges run with little fee when you're
Mm.
trading within the exchange. So say I want to change that money. So now normally I would just change it to Litecoin, send the Litecoin to him. He can convert to whatever he wished. Would be back to Bitcoin, and that would be
Mm.
completely transparent, but it would not be taxed because no one saw it. It was completely transparent. It was just again you're trading invisible currencies for the most part.
Yep.
Now,
Mm.
what IRS is saying is now we want to tax every single transaction. So it would be taxed on the conversion from Bitcoin to Litecoin, on the transaction from me to him, and then him to whatever currency back to Bitcoin. So you would actually pay for all three of those transactions in whatever value in the current US dollar that is. Well, depending on the country, obviously, we're in
Yeah.
the US. So for
Now,
us paying
one
US
of the.
taxes, that was how it would be. So instead, normally we don't have to pay taxes when we withdraw. When you move
Mm.
it from my Bitcoin account to my wallet or my PayPal, then I go, okay, that's money.
Mm.
I need to pay tax on that. So they're trying to tax stuff inside the exchanges. India just laid down the hammer on exchanges not paying their taxes, so that's coming. And that was a bump. What 8 hours ago, 9 hours ago,
Mm.
they decided that they were going to try and force all the exchanges to pay their taxes. So that's coming
Yep.
out now because it's tax season. And guess what? You can't
Mm-hmm.
sit there in a country and not pay taxes when you're obviously making money. That's just not going to happen.
Yep.
You're not the mafia. Mafia used to
Mm-hmm.
hide that stuff. Can't do it.
Now, and that's the thing is that I remember when crypto was when we were talking about crypto a while ago. One of the biggest things that you said is the biggest user of crypto, most likely, is the mob.
Yes, Russian
because it's money
mafia,
laundering and all that
Yakuza.
stuff.
Yeah,
Now, that's why
Yakuza.
a lot of these countries are saying we're banning it because we don't want money launderers, we don't want
Sure.
criminals, we don't want all this. When in reality, the people trading in that country just aren't paying taxes. And like you've said before, it's the same with China, it's the same with India. Their currency is shit.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's
people that have that currency want to trade it for something else.
Well, that was a
Now,
big
a
thing.
lot of.
They were worried about both China and in India. India, of course, is a rupee, and they were worried about people taking the rupees that are worth less every day
Mhm.
and turning into crypto, and that going up. And that's something that can't be controlled. It can't be,
Mhm.
obviously, it can't be manipulated. But the country does not control the inflation on that currency. And also, you can move that currency. Say then you
Yeah.
want to move to whatever country and take your hundred thousands of dollars or rupees or whatever. When you leave that country, everyone knows you're going to pay taxes on that money as you leave
Oh
the
yeah.
country with it. Well, with
Mhm.
crypto, you ain't paying taxes on that money. So again, that's another issue when you're talking about moving. When you're talking about moving crypto around instead of fiat currency, even in the U.S., if you fly in the U.S., you fill out a customs card, says I have more than $10,000 on me, so they're going to get their taxes out of you because you're flying around with an excess amount of money. With crypto, you
Yeah.
don't have to do that. So again, it's going to come down to taxes and it's going to come down to moving money through the borders. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Which a
I
lot of
think you're right.
that when I was doing some research into people like the larger miners and stuff, and a lot of the times they'll move stuff around in products.
Sure.
Normally, like if they're paying somebody for a service, they're buying them whatever with crypto. So, like, say you go on Newegg. Let's say I help you out, and you're like, okay, so I'll do this if you get if like for whatever, like let's just say it's $1,000 worth of work. Okay, so I have to buy you 2 cards or whatever. I have to buy you this. I have
Oh,
to
okay.
buy
So
you that.
so I'm using my cryptocurrency to buy a material item and then shipping that to you.
Yes,
That's not
and
bad.
that's how a lot of people are talking about getting around it. Truth be told, Coinbase and stuff like what was the American exchange that Coinbase uses? Is
G
Gydax?
GDAX. GDAX.
GDAX.
Yep.
GDAX is obviously reports to the feds. And the feds are going to know that you are trading, that you have money in crypto. So you're not going to be able to hide as well if you're in
Sure.
America. Now, if you're in other countries, it gets a little easier here and there, but you're still online. They can still trace it to an extent. The problem lies in the fact that like an exchange, like Binance, like Bittrex, like Cryptopia, they don't report to the government. They don't have to. So people can trade back and forth. And
Right.
as long as they say, okay, so I traded this amount to this amount, and then here, the IRS is going to be like, okay, sounds good to me. I'll take my cut there.
Well,
Now,
again,
obviously,
if we're gonna
most
talk
of
about
them,
good, yeah, but we're talking about good faith payments, basically to the IRS or
yeah.
any tax company. You're basically saying I'm not trying to hide, but if you're
Mm,
making, again, if your lifestyle is above, I mean, again, these are crypto exchanges. They
yeah.
got buildings, they got real estate, they got computers, they got staff. They obviously they're making a profit, and if you're not
Mm,
claiming that, they're gonna come knocking. So
oh, yeah.
that's why they raided South Korea. That's why India's going after them. Yeah, I think
Mm,
again, this is just going to come down to, and everyone's like, well, we want crypto, but we want it regulated. Well, when they seem regulated, they mean they want transparency. They want to be able to see
mm-hmm.
what you're doing, where your money is, and the only
Well,
problem is, it's just like that's like moving money down into the Caymans or back in the day.
yeah.
You know, you can hide money. You can hide money in Switzerland. You can hide money in the Caymans. You can hide money in all these other places, and you can get it out of our system to where we can't see it. Well, that's what they're
Mm-hmm.
saying. Like if you run anything like Binance or Bittrex or whatever that's out of at least again this is for us. This if you're crypto mining in other parts of the world, obviously whatever's based in your country, they're going to be visible. However, for
Yeah.
us, like Binance isn't in the U.S. to my knowledge, so therefore they can operate outside of the purview of our government. So
Yeah.
they don't get to just look in there anytime they want and see what you're trading. They don't report.
Mm-hmm.
Coinbase and
Yep.
GDAX they report just like a stock market does. They'll report
Yeah.
each stock trade, and therefore you have to pay for that stock trade. However, when you're talking about something like Binance and stuff, you're trading someplace else around the world. That's like, for example, that's like me trading on another market. You know, I don't know how to explain that. Okay, so say I go down to Turkey and I go to the
Mm.
Turkey market of spices, and I buy a big bag of spice, and I trade that spice for another big bag of spice, and should I be taxed on that in the U.S.? And that's what it's coming down to. It's coming down to
Uh huh.
basically if I'm trading a non-commodity, so it's something that has no value here, but I go over there and I put one for another. Am I actually going to be punished for trading that commodity in the
Yeah.
U.S.? So it's kind of
Which is
weird.
what they're looking for.
And it's kind of weird,
Yeah.
and you can't control it. But again, what would it matter if I flew over there and did the same thing? I traded two goats for a horse. Am I going to get
Mm.
taxes on
Yeah.
two goats and a horse in the Middle East? Probably
Yep.
not. But again, that's what the U.S. is looking at. So
Now,
it's once
my
once my horse or two goats enters the U.S., I'm taxed on them.
my big thing with crypto right now is I am waiting for something that I've started theorizing recently. Is that smaller countries that don't make a lot of money, they're looking for other alternate sources of income, may look towards crypto.
Sure.
They may look towards allowing leaner laws when it comes to exchanges. Like you can operate in our country with lower rates, all this, and we'll give you all these benefits. You're going to see
Yeah, but that's not new.
yeah, but I think you're going to see a lot more of that now.
Hmm.
Now that a lot of the bigger countries, they're eventually you're going to settle in countries that really just don't give a shit.
All right. So the question is,
Like
do you see a ban coming in any other countries besides like Monaco? Monaco's not exactly a big country, so it's basically just the
I'm
same. Do
pretty
you see a
sure
ban coming?
eventually you're going to be looking at England. I think England's going to probably make a push.
You think an
You're
outright
probably going to
ban?
see, or at least looking for taxes.
Oh,
They're
okay.
going to threaten ban. Um, Overall, ban wise, you're probably going to see some of like the, um, what is it, the West Indy or East Indy fucking islands. Down
Right.
below America. You're probably going to see some of them ban here and there. And that's just primarily, I think, like some of the smaller countries that just don't want to even deal with it. They don't want people sucking up their power. They don't want all this. They're limited power networks. So, like, some of your poor countries are probably going to ban it. But, like I said, some of them are probably going to look to it for salvation from their economy. You're going to see, like, they have the petro down in Venezuela
Oh yeah,
is
yeah.
starting to get
But
pushed.
see, but they're not trading that internationally, to my knowledge.
No,
They're keeping it all in
no,
the country,
they
but it's
are
still
going to.
mineable.
Yeah. No, it is mineable, but you have to be in the country.
Oh, okay.
You have to be a countryman. You have to, which pretty much just means that the people that can afford a $500 GPU are going to be able to mine it. Now, that's not a lot of Venezuelans down there because unfortunately they switched over to socialism and everything went
So,
in the
well,
toilet.
I can mine that with a VPN.
Most honestly, I wouldn't see why not, but they might have like a licensing or something where you
Oh,
have to
okay.
be a citizen. I would imagine, but
I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying there's loopholes, y'all.
no, yeah. Um, Other than that, I guess we also have what's your strategy with your mining, your crypto this week? What are you doing differently? I know I
Okay.
recently followed you in suit in doing blanket um algorithm coverage where it's just
Profit
best
switching.
profit algorithm. It'll auto switch. So
All right. Okay,
what
so
is
my
your plan?
my overall strategy. Okay, so here's and everyone's like, oh my god, you're gonna lose your ass in crypto. So here's my strategy. My first week, every single month, pays for the electricity for all my machines. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
After that, my next 3 weeks, regardless of how much you make, is
Mm-hmm.
all profit.
Yeah.
So then the next month, I decide whether to turn my machines back on again and mine. I turn my miners on. My machines are always on anyway because I game. But
Mm-hmm.
whether I want to turn my miner back on and start burning that electricity depends on the cost of whatever, the cost of the crypto and how it's going to move in the market, and whether or not I just want to start mining again. So now, since I don't have any ROI to speak of because every month I'm in the clear. I don't overbuy systems. I don't go in the hole, by 10 grand to buy these outrageous miners. If I'm gonna, buy it, I'm gonna buy it out of the profits that I made already. So I'm not losing any money.
Yeah.
So the worst that will happen is if I buy it, it's paid off from the profits I've already gained, and then next month if I decide not to turn it on, then no problem. Then again, I can take a look and see if it's going to go back up or get back down. After 3 to 6
Yeah.
months, if I actually go, you know what, I don't want to mine anymore. I can just liquidate and go on to the web, sell on eBay, sell, build, I don't know, build more gaming rigs. Lord knows. But the reality is, at that point in time, the machines were paid for. They were paid for
Mm-hmm.
from the previous profits. So therefore, I don't have any. I'm not digging myself out of a hole. So if I sell those, that's still profit coming in. I'm not losing any money. I'm losing some value off the cards, but again,
Yeah.
the mining paid for the cards.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like that. So that's basically why I don't lose money mining because I just make sure that if I'm not making money, I'm not mining, or it's an acceptable loss. I mean, I do mine currencies that are not exactly making money because I want to have those currencies, but then again, the next day or the next week or whatever, I'm mining something that's more profitable. So I'm not
Yeah.
losing any money. But again, if all else fails, you just don't turn the miner on. It's pretty simple.
Pretty much.
But I mean, again, we kind of look forward to this. Like I said, we already had invested in the machines because, um, the rigs we had built up and so forth. So for me,
Yeah.
that's now. As for profit switching,
Mm-hmm.
we're really starting to enjoy Awesome Miner. Awesome Miner has a really good base. It makes it really easy. So if you want to get sponsored, Awesome Miner sponsor us. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah. No, we'll
so
we'll
anyway,
totally we'll sell out. No,
yeah.
we
Well,
won't.
man, we could praise that thing to the sun right now. But how it works is pretty simple. You can actually set it up to where you can set your own algorithm, set your own mining pools, and it'll actually find, for the most part, the best value for you. Or you can
Mm.
have it automatically switch both algorithm and mining pools. We've been using Mining Pool Hub, and it works out pretty well. Um,
I
you've been
I
switching over. You've tried a few others. What do you think?
I have been actually recently doing a hash pool. That is also supported on the multi algo with Awesome Miner. It's not bad. The only downside is that the payouts are every 0.01 Bitcoin, which is about $100.
Okay, so basically
So
once. Well, for me, that's probably about once a week. For you, it's a little bit more.
yeah,
But
yeah.
wait, hold. So is
Um,
is is hash pool actually in the algo? Is that one of the ones you selected?
yes, that is
Oh,
one of the ones I selected. I actually have three selected,
did you
and
have to
I
go and
haven't seen it leave.
did you actually have to go and set up an account on hash pool to make that do that?
Nope. A
Really
hash pool literally is only works off of your Bitcoin address.
huh,
So as long as
interesting.
you just have a Bitcoin address, you don't have to log in. You don't set anything up. It's just put in an address and you can mine. And
Nice.
it's you retain a lot more anonymity, I guess, with that. Um, but that definitely works. Like right now, I think I am mining Lyra 2 Revision 2, and we're doing an X17. I The only downside with Awesome Miner is it just tells you you're doing a unspecified coin.
Right.
So it'll tell you like unspecified Lyra 2 Rev 2. Now if I go on a hash pool, it'll tell me what I'm mining, but I'm mining it into Bitcoin.
Okay.
I'm not going into that coin and then having to transfer it
Right.
into another. It's just strictly into Bitcoin, and then, like I said, you just have to wait till you get a $100 cap, transfer it over. Which for me is probably going to be in like a week and a half.
Does that have an auto transfer option?
It automatically transfers, and
Nice.
it sets it up into your account. It mines it,
That's good.
so it stacks up in your wallet account on the site, and then it empties into your wallet.
Nice. That's not bad.
No, that's the only downside is if you're getting into mining, you have to make sure that your online wallet is okay with auto transfers from mining
Yeah, there's a
pools.
few that are not really friendly. Um,
Cryptopia is a big one that's not friendly.
Coinbase is not friendly. They say don't use them
No.
for deposits. So
Yeah.
there you go.
No. Yeah, they are not big with that. like I said, normally the way I operate is I use a number of different crypto exchanges, depending on who is running what. Like some pools I'll have dump into one, some I'll have dump into another,
Right.
just to kind of give me a little bit of playroom in each exchange.
That's
Then
good.
from there, I pretty much follow what your path was. You were saying where if I'm going to withdraw money, that goes. I'd probably go put it into Litecoin, take it to Coinbase, and then dump it into my PayPal account.
Right.
And then that'll pay me out, so I can pay for electric, new cards that aren't $1,200,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so on and
Miners.
so on. Yeah, I mean, but other than that, the only thing that I'm worrying about right now is we're actually experiencing rising temperatures. I was running about like in the teens a little bit this week. It's warmed up, so I've noticed my cards are get running a little warmer because they're in my room. So I may end up moving at least something downstairs just to keep it cool, or
Nice.
figuring out another way to cool it.
Now, when you
But
say running, what you say running hot? What do you consider hot over there? You hitting 80?
78 Celsius
78.
right now
Okay.
on my laptop.
If you're going to be mining, obviously there's a not a huge gap on what you're going to be uh, calling a danger area for your GPUs. Most of us call it
Mm.
about 80. If you start hitting 80 on your GPU and you're maintaining that temperature for a while, 80 Celsius is pretty cooking.
Yeah,
I have one of your rigs on my side. I'm showing 47. So
yeah,
my
47, 48.
where I'm at and my location and the setups I have, I run pretty cool.
Mm.
Obviously, my other rigs are all liquid cooled. I'm running those right around 30 degrees Celsius, so they're all running really, really cool. Obviously, my air cool one is running right around 68, 69. And of course, his air cooled one I have set up for him, and he's actually running right around, I'm showing 47 Celsius. So,
Yep.
but that's pretty good. Like I said, even for air cooled. Now, again, we're not stacking them in like sardines. We don't have any big banks yet of multiple GPUs all running stacked in together. But eventually, that's
We
going to
wish.
happen. Yeah, exactly. Eventually, that is going to happen. I do have a plan for that, and we'll keep you guys up as we start building more and more. And hopefully, you can help build along with us. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, if you guys have any recommendations, maybe for other cryptos, maybe eventually, I'm hoping much later on to get into the master nodes. If anybody's got experience with that, I'd love to hear more on that.
right.
Anybody with any experience mining multiple algorithms, what mining sites, or even if you have Awesome Miner, if you're looking to get into it, feel free to ask questions because
Yep. We're using mostly
we're
NVIDIA
learning too,
cards. Yeah, we're using NVIDIA cards. We haven't got into the whole AMD miner yet. So we'll
which
probably
is
end up
pretty much
building,
Ethereum.
right, we'll probably end up building an AMD rig probably in about, I'm going to call it summer, maybe little before.
I'd
So,
say probably about summer. I'm looking to probably fill out the one rig I have now, and then I might go over to AMD's because
nice.
that's going to be a little bit cheaper. But
Well,
we'll
again,
see.
you hope. Yeah, well, I mean, the
Mm,
AMD cards, they
yeah.
started at 350, 380, and now they're up to 560 and 600. Same. You're looking at the same bump. You're looking
Uh,
at people taking a 380 dollar card and now asking 600 for it. So they're
mm,
doubling their profits. They're trying to price gouge people. Like I said,
yeah.
my recommendation again, if you're already in the mining business, this is how you make money. I understand why you're paying so much for your cards. But if you're
Yeah.
just trying to build a PC, this is killing you. And like I said, if you're a small miner like we are, we're buying, one card every month or two cards a month or something. Then
Yeah.
we're not paying these outrageous prices. We're just not. We can't. So
No.
stuff like that. Good luck to all the miners out there, and obviously better luck to all the gamers. And obviously, if you ever have a question about building a gaming PC, hopefully we can help you out with that. We've done that a few times, huh?
Yeah. Eventually, we're gonna have a Discord set up. We have Facebook. We should have a Twitter relatively soon. We'll set everything up. Tweet out stuff when we're airing, when we're like what's going on. Normally on Facebook, I'm gonna try and get a little bit more regular on giving updates on how everything's going. I think we'll start posting some pictures of the rigs, what we have mining, stuff like that. So we're going to get a little bit more into the social Um, freaking God damn it, networking.
Yes, the
I've
social media
I've
side. I
yeah,
just realized when you said that, I just realized I have not set up the the Twitch account yet to include
to
in our
Facebook.
their Facebook. Right, I haven't set up any of those links yet, so I'll get on that this week, and we'll make sure these
Mm,
people start getting a little more look into what we're doing and how we're doing it. So
yeah, but
cool. Well,
other than that,
I had the intro.
I
The outro is yours, Demon. Take us home.
okay, okay, good to fuck by. No, uh, no. So this was our second podcast. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Um, other than that, like we already said, if there's any questions, leave comments. We're gonna post this on YouTube. If you missed anything, feel free to watch. Feel free to like, subscribe, do everything you can to support us. Because if we don't get support, we're just continuing to making videos for fucking nobody.
Hey, I'm
But
okay with that. I don't mind.
yeah, well, I mean, you
We
did
can
that for a
send it.
while.
Well,
You
we
have
can
that.
exactly. You can send these to space, and aliens can see this. See, dude, I'm not
Yeah.
win-win.
Oh yeah.
Win-win.
Alien viewers, alien babes. I get to bang a green chick. I'll be like Kirk, bro. But I just hope she's like a green alien chick. But
And that will be it for this week, folks.
good the fuck bye.
Wow, we ended on alien porn. In case you want to timestamp that one. Thanks
Yeah.
for
No,
watching,
definitely.
everyone. You have yourself a great day. Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good one. Bye.